Welcome back to the T.O.D project. This is episode 25 today. We're at the time of recording is St. Patty's Day. So first off, I want to say happy St. Patty's Day. Secondly, we have an awesome guest on today. He goes by Prince Rara on Instagram. We're going to be referring to him as Ra, at Know the Culture on Instagram. I'm actually super excited to have him on, connected through Clubhouse. Seems like a really good guy. So it's going to be an awesome podcast today. So I guess stay tuned for that. Also, you will see all his links and all our links down below. So make sure you interact with us. Always open for responding to questions from Marselis and I's end. But as you will see moving into this podcast, go ahead and follow Ra. You know, he's a good man. He's a good man. So I guess let's just jump into it, right? Marselis, Ra, nice to have you actually on the podcast. Nice to have you on here finally. I know we scheduled it a while ago.
Yes. No, oh my God. Thank you guys for having me. It's awesome. Like Marselis and Jared, I'm so excited to be here on this nice warm night that we have up here in the Eastern Seaboard. I think we call it Eastern Seaboard in Canada too. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that might just be a Canada thing. But I do want to say I'm happy and grateful to be on this podcast. Now, I also will say this. I am a little sore right now because these workouts been kicking my butt. But it's good, though. You know, I'm getting back into it, starting to make some gains. Also, happy about our new Facebook group called Triumph Over Defeat. So if you guys want to get in there, post your PRs, post your transformation, post something that you have a breakthrough, like maybe you read a certain book that made you want to go harder in whatever you're doing in your life. But, it's a little bit about our group chat or whatever, but I'm ready for this podcast. So let's get to it, guys.
100%. So Ra, I guess started off, tell us, since we really haven't talked a lot before this, tell the people about who you are. You can go as far back as you want to go far. But tell the people who you are, what you do, what you're all into, and then that sort of stuff. Kind of give yourself a little intro.
Sure. So my name's Ra. I'm originally from South Africa. I'm both my parents are mixed race. Our ethnic group is we're called colored people. So it means we're mixed with quite a few different races, predominantly British and like say Zulu or Khoisan, and some also East Indian as well through indentured Indian slaves that came over to not came over, didn't just like decide to come over, but yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, so we got quite a diverse makeup down there in South Africa, and I grew up in Australia. I'm from a small town called Perth. Or is it a town or maybe a small city called Perth? But there's a lot of South Africans that have migrated over to Australia, and especially to this city called Perth. I don't know if you guys have heard of Perth. Have you guys heard of Perth?
I have, yes.
I haven't.
Okay. I don't know. There's not really much going on this. I couldn't even say, oh yeah, this is from there, or that food's from there. Like there's nothing there. So I don't even bother. Like I don't even bother. But yeah, it's not a very culturally diverse city. I think like me moving out here to Canada was me trying to find more of that, more people like me, even though there's a lot of South Africans there. I get that. But I mean, not everyone wants, like you can define yourself through your family, but I mean, that's your family, you know what I mean? But when it's like other people who, think like you or, can potentially look like you or, that kind of thing, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I see myself like in here, and I think I identify that in North America. So I've been here in Canada for about 2 years, and I'm loving it so far. It's freaking cold, and I know you guys do a lot of. You speak to a lot of people in Canada. I on your other podcast, there was quite a few other people, right?
Yeah, I think we've had. Oh shit! One that I can remember.
We've had two people from Canada.
I think it's two.
We've
had. There was a girl and there was a guy.
Toronto Tracy and then Mike Mariazzi.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said a girl and a guy. Sorry, I meant two guys.
No. We had no. You're right.
Yeah,
Tracy and Mike. So
okay.
You're right.
Dang, Rob been doing his research. He on the YouTube checking us out.
Yeah, so I'm here in Montreal, and it's a great place. For me, I've always wanted to get into media. That was my thing. I needed to be in media, and I felt like in life I've always never completely fulfilled it because I didn't believe in my attributes. I didn't believe I could do it. And I feel like I couldn't see in Australia, I can't see anyone like me doing what I wanted to do. And no one could understand like what I liked, and it's not the same. So coming here, I could see the same people like the same kind of music, or kind of maybe like the aesthetic was similar. So I found myself in North America. I found that I was like, oh, okay, now this is where I need to be. This is where I can grow something, and and that kind of stems into where I'm trying to now propel my next big thing. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I said give an intro about you. I mean, I figured out a lot about you. South African, with your parents being like I guess a part of your ancestry, your very mixed ancestry. That's awesome. Then moving to Australia, and then all of a sudden being in North America. Like first off, Africa, I bet they're fucking insane. South Africa and like that's one of the countries I really want to visit just because I've been so interested in
let's take a trip.
It's like I'm just so intrigued, like everything down there. What really sparked my interest was the World Cup a while ago, but we can go on about that. But then moving from there to Australia, it was when you said that initially, but then you explained like a lot of South Africans moved to Australia. That was cool. I've learned a lot about that. So that was awesome. I guess, was there like you ended up in Montreal? You're in Montreal right now, right? Correct? I didn't hear that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, I guess what made you want to, other than, I mean, you gave a pretty good reason, right? I guess this may be repeating yourself, but what made you want to go to Montreal specifically? Like you could have gone to like LA, or you could have gone to like, somewhere more reasonable when it came to, I guess, temperate, the climates a little bit.
Yeah, well, okay, so that's just it, right? Okay, because I never had Canada in my mind. Like, I still don't have Canada in my mind. I actually really want to be in LA for sure, because LA is quite like Australia. Like it's in terms of like the flora, like just the flora. Like it's just like the same trees, the same like this, like they got gum trees. Australia's full of gum trees. There's the same, like they got bottle brushes in Australia, like they also got that in LA too. So it's got like, if you're not like in the high area,
what are bottle brushes?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What are bottle brushes?
Yeah.
Oh, bottle brush is like a little. It's like, it's like a dark, skinny green leaf, and then it's got like a it literally looks like a bottle brush that like like when you stick it down the thing and you like, it's literally like that. And it's got like these little red little knob things, and you pull them off, and then you can suck on the end of it. I mean, I don't know about the LA ones; it could be poisonous. But I mean, the Australian ones.
Let's be honest. The LA.
Yeah.
I don't want to trust those ones, but like literally, it smells like similar to Australia. So I feel like I get a piece of being at home, but I'm not. I mean, I'm in North America. I'm actually where I want to be.
Okay.
And Montreal was like my stepping stone for me. I was like, I'm gonna use Canada. I'm just gonna use Canada to get to the US. But then now, Corona done fucked up the US.
Oh yeah, not Corona. Oh my God,
it really did.
That's your country.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And now it's just fucked up my plans.
Yeah. Hey, that's right. I mean, Montreal, that's always been like, I mean, it's a lot of French heritage there, like that's, I feel like from the majority of the United States, like the northern East Coast, especially in Canada, has a lot of French influence, which is really, really, I guess, different, because like I'd always want to go to Montreal. It seems like a really, really pretty city, probably amazing people that live there. I bet you have a great time there.
Oh yeah, the music scene is really, really good here. And it's very like open-minded sort of city. Like there's a lot of young people, and people don't really earn a lot of money here. And it's run by the damn mafia. They're busy here since the 1970s. So it's quite a corrupt little city, that's for sure.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, mafia,
I didn't
Not the
know.
mafia.
Yeah, the mob. Yeah, and they got like there must be ties between like the New York mafia because we're so close, right? Or I mean, so
Probably.
close to even you guys in the
Yeah,
Midwest.
Toronto and then New York City, they probably importing and shipping and connecting and doing all types of different, organized crime and stuff. I don't know how the whole thing works. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Or Montreal was the hub for for drugs. They were coming into Montreal first before they're going to like all you guys.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
man, I did not
So
know
we were
that.
getting the good shit first.
Yeah, you're getting the good shit. We're getting the exports after you shift through the good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know this was gonna turn into Drugs Inc. But
I didn't even know that was a thing about Montreal. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, me neither. I guess they've been low key for a while about it. I don't know, but dude, literally, Raw, if you were like a pot of like spaghetti, bro, you would have all types of different mixtures inside. But anyways, I want to talk about Australia, bro.
Okay, yeah.
And I heard they have like jumping spiders out there. So I want to go out there, I want to travel, I want to see some things, I want to see some kangaroos and stuff, but big wolf spiders is something I can't do. Is that true or is that a myth?
Okay, no, it's true. There are a lot of there are a lot of spiders and there's a lot of there's a lot of like fucked up shit. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's some fucked up shit. But like honestly, they like you get used to it though. Like we have got a spider called the huntsman, and it's fucking huge. It's like this big, and it's like hairy.
Softball. That's a great
it's hairy. Yeah, and they're always in cars. Like they always like I don't know how they end up in cars. Like such like the gas tank of a car. Like you open up your gas tank and the spider's like. Ugh! But I don't know why you
That's
find
why
it in
I'm getting a
cars.
Tesla. I ain't gotta worry about gas.
There's a video on YouTube where there was like a guy that I think he opened up his gas tank or something, and then a seagull came and just like the spider like popped out of the gas tank, and then the seagull came and swooped the spider.
Oh shit!
And it's like, okay, thanks.
Thanks. You guys got some like. Well, because like Australia is an island, right? So like there's there's got to be crazy animals there,
Yeah,
it's just like this is I guess any island, that the species is isolated, so you're gonna get.
Of course, yeah, but like okay, look, there are snakes. There are like we know that around like springtime, like spring for us is October, and like we know that around that time, like you look out for your pets because the lizards will come out and the snakes will come out, but. I have seen like a king brown snake, which is like a thick thing like this, like it's thick like that, and it's like deadly. And my dog ran up to it, and I was like, oi, 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 and then like he's like, oh, and then like he just came back. But I mean, snake bite. Pets do get bitten by snakes, and that is a thing. But let me tell you, like South Africa is like next level, okay? Because South Africa,
oh man,
like. They got the black mamba there, and the black mamba chase you. That thing chase you. So if you climb a tree, that thing you're finished. If that thing bite you, you're dead. Not only they got snakes, there's monkeys.
that snake's
and also
climb the
there's another
tree?
thing. Yeah. And then also another thing, very quickly, just a fun little fact, back home, like where my parents were, they kind of just met, and they were living out in a town called Zululand, and in Zululand they had like there's a lot of snakes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, they found a snake in the garage, and then all the people in the village and stuff, they said, "Hey, no, you can't have this is bad luck. You got to call the witch doctor." So they called the witch doctor to come and snatch up the snake. The guy grabbed the snake and he bit the head of the snake.
Oh, wow, what?
Bro, no.
Yeah. He did it like it was some chicken, bro. Like literally, like the KFC wings. It's just
Ozzy Osbourne type shit.
Welcome to Africa. And that's the thing, and the thing is, like, South Africa isn't the most safest place. Like, it is a dangerous place. So it's your personal security. Watch out! Don't climb the tree. Watch out! And don't go into the beach because there's hella sharks in South Africa too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I was wanting to go.
Aren't
So
there
you still want to go?
aren't there a lot of great whites down
I
there?
don't know.
Yeah, the great whites are there.
Is it like is it Cape Horn? Is that a thing? Is that South
Um,
Africa? Is Cape Horn South Africa? I'm gonna
Or is it Cape Town?
maybe
Cape Town.
Cape
It
Town.
might
Oh
be
yeah,
Cape
Cape
Town,
Town. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and Cape of Good Hope and
And I
yeah, all that
know
kind of stuff.
what is it like Johannesburg or whatever is like the capital or like the one of the main cities.
Johannesburg.
See,
Johannesburg. Yeah,
yeah,
Josie.
okay.
Shout out to Josie. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, South Africa just seems very interesting to me because
It does.
like there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of there's a lot of like English people there, and like you said, there's a lot of intermingling of cultures there, just basically because of what history had to do with it. I feel like it's like you could meet a person of every different color and race there. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah, yeah, and it's what they say that South Africa is the most racially diverse group, in South or group of people in South Africa. There's so many different tribal groups, and yeah, I mean, obviously, like because of the rich minerals, obviously that this is what attracted the. Can I just say? Can I say colonizers? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Go
Okay.
for it.
All right. So it attracted people from Europe to come through the due to the spice route that was coming from East Asia, and then they were coming through, and then they stopped off in Cape of Good, which they named Cape of Good Hope. That was the Dutch. No, Portuguese. Sorry, Portuguese had done that. And then the thing is, like the transatlantic movement that happened with like snatching up people like near Ivory Coast and Angola and all that kind of stuff, and even Mozambique as well. And they were stopping like from Mozambique, they were stopping over in Cape Town and then moving over to St. Helena, and then St. Helena, then they were moving over to Brazil, and they were going to North America as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like all these people were getting picked up and moved around, and then they were all just mixing around there in South Africa. But the thing is like the main groups that were on the eastern side of South Africa, which is like Cape Town and all that stuff, they called the indigenous population there, they're called the Khoi and the San. And my heritage is Khoi, and on my grandmother's side, she's Khoi and San mix and German mix. Wow. And my mom's side, my mom's got predominantly East Indian, but she's her grandmother is from St. Helena, which is an island off the coast of Africa. And I think it was the last ship that got taken into Brazil, that was on its way to Brazil, had 8,000 slaves from where were they? Okay, I can't exactly remember where they were from. Yeah, where they had taken them from, but they were on their way to Brazil, and then at that point, the slave trade was abolished. So the ship was turned back, but they just dumped them in St. Helena, which was just a trading post. And so St. Helena, it was just like a little like bump in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and there was nothing there. There was like no vegetation, so they had to bring stuff over. And there's a small little town it's the only town, and they only recently, just in like 2004 or something like that, got a damn airport. They were all doing like naval ships from England and from South Africa, because they're still a Commonwealth country. They don't want to leave the Commonwealth because obviously they have benefits, financial benefits and stuff. But so those slaves that were from that were on their way to Brazil, there was 8,000 of them, and they just got dumped in St. Helena, and there was no the healthcare was shit. Mm-hmm. So there was, I think, I don't want to get my numbers. Anyway, thousands of them had died. And there were some that were still living, but obviously they integrated into the community that was there. So the population that was there was also Chinese and Indian from East India slaves, like indentured slaves, and British people and then like black slaves from different places wherever they were wanting to, like Ivory, Cote d'Ivoire, and
It's
Ghana, and this, that, and everything. Whoever, just everyone just chucked in the little. So that, and a lot of Southern African, a lot of St. Helena people moved over to Cape Town. And that's why, I mean, I've got that blood. So, I mean, if I were to take a DNA test, like they would freak out. But I have seen some DNA tests of South Africans. Yeah, they would. Yeah, but I have seen some DNA tests of South Africans and colored South Africans. I didn't even like using that word colored anyway, because it was named by the white South African ruling party at the time and called them colored South Africans. So they were mixed. I prefer to say like black mixed race or mixed race people, because colored is a name that they named for us. So why must I name myself colored? Like, you know what I mean?
100%,
Right.
100%.
So anyway, like the DNA from colored South African, a lot of the people that they had seen is like there's the percentages are between like, say, like a 40% that would have black ancestry, 20% would be like British ancestry, and then there would be like my maths isn't very good, but say like, I don't know, 10% or whatever, 15% would be East Indian. So this is what most of the genetic makeup of colored South Africans, and even other tribes as well too. They've got a lot of different mixes, like Zulus and Venda and everybody else. They've got lots of different mixes as well.
That's awesome.
That's South Africa for you.
That is awesome, honestly. Geez,
Yeah.
I thought the United States was a melting pot. Shit, you got everything over there in South Africa.
Everything.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. That's so crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But nobody talks about it though at all. Like when you think of from American perspective, okay. So if you think of South Africa,
boy.
you're thinking, oh my gosh, a third world country. And then now when people think of South Africa, they think of Elon Musk. They're like, okay, maybe there are some smart people down there in South Africa. Most people don't know what to think about South Africa. News never talks about it. There's not a whole lot of information about it. And literally, bro, I feel like I had a whole history lesson. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh shit, 8,000 slaves. Oh my God. So yeah, man.
Exactly. Yeah. That Elon Musk, I mean, like a lot of people, like they praise him and stuff like that. I mean, hey, good for him. Like, he's, I don't know, making electric cars and I don't know, whatever else he's doing that's got to do with the 2030 agenda. I don't know if he's a part of that, but anyway.
Oh, whoa. 2030 agenda. What's going on with 2030? We got 9 years to prepare for this.
What's the 2030 agenda? I mean, I know he's trying to go to space, but
yeah.
Wait, but you guys haven't heard about this?
No, I don't know. I don't think I have.
Oh.
Ooh, he's like, ooh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't tell them. Maybe I should just leave them guess. What is it though?
Okay, well, it started quite a few years ago, this 2030 agenda thing, and apparently it's about renewable energy and changing the society as we currently know it, because it's a part of the big push for the what's this? The temperature? Is that
global warming?
Global warming.
Oh man, that's a scam.
So like I remember a few years ago as the 2030 agenda, and like a sustainability and wanting people to I don't know, like what's it, this like with the farming and like trying to find new ways of farming, and also like they wanting to bring people out from the rural areas and bring them into the cities and all that kind of stuff, which is already happening. So so now I don't know if there's like a new name for it now. I'm not sure.
I'm looking at it right now on the United Nations website. It says it's Department of Economic and Social Affairs. It says transforming our world, the 2030 agenda for sustainable development.
Right. Okay, but then wait, but then the other name for it, I don't know why, like there's some new thing, but it's like Davos Agenda 2030. And
Oh
uh
man.
yeah, and they just recently came out with this new video, and like this little like cute video saying, "Oh, the world, we're about to change. Like, get ready for the big reset." All this kind of shit.
Oh,
And I'm like,
that's
okay,
what it
well, so
is. Yeah,
Corona
yeah.
happened. Now you're talking about a reset. You guys heard about the reset?
Yeah, I've heard about the big reset,
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's that. I don't know if it's like a new thing. Like they forgot about the 2030 agenda, and now it's called the reset. But they had that damn Prince of the what's his name, Prince. This one Diana, her ex-husband, like what's that guy? Prince Charles. Prince Charles. He was the
Oh, okay.
narrator for it. Yeah. He was the
What?
narrator for it, and like he was like saying, "Oh, like because the slogan's like you will own nothing and you'll be happy." So like he was like saying, "Oh, we need to take care of like the, poverty and this, that, and everything else." And I'm like, "Okay, you're the same one that they were talking about with the damn Meghan Markle and the who was asking about is the child going to be black or not?" But then now you want to do this, like you care for the people. That was a
Yeah.
shit publicity
not a chance.
thing. Nah.
Yeah, he making money off the people. We already know the whole system, man. The elites like him and his family. Oh man, we
Yeah.
can go down a whole rabbit hole, grab a whole bunch of carrots, come back, make a carrot smoothie, and then go back down the rabbit hole with that. Which I don't know if we want to go all the way down there. I don't know. Jared, are you?
I just have to do I got to do my research on that stuff.
Yeah, you do.
I'm in the moment where like I hear it and I'm just like, okay, it's happening. Whatever. There's not much to stop it. It's just like, oh, whatever, just kind of go with it.
Yeah, well, see, you're Americans, you're real chill. Like you're like I feel like because you're like a rebels because like we said with the Corona stuff, like you don't seem to give a shit. Like in Australia, they fucking so scared of that, and the numbers are nothing. There's none. The numbers are like in the like what 50 people or something like that. Got it right now in Australia, in the whole of Australia.
I like how you said that. And when you said like you Americans are like not scared of anything, I've never just sat down and thought about us like as American. Like I'm American, so I've never like took myself out of my body and really thought about like how Americans act like that. But like, yeah, honestly, think about Texas. They don't give a fuck. They ain't got mask ons down there. They like F this, F that. They dang near their own. Texas is dang near its own like country almost. But yeah,
Atlanta
I guess we don't give a fuck. Like United States is some freaking bullies, man. And when you say that, how can you tell when somebody's American? Like if you see somebody come to Canada, like how can you know?
That's a good question.
Is it just the way they dress? Is it the vibe they give off? Obviously, our accent's different, but what is some cute points that like, yeah, he's American. Yep. Look at him. USA. Yep.
Yeah. No, Americans got swag. You can see it. You got like a bounce to you. So I can tell. It's very similar to a South African bounce. Like it's the same sort of thing. Like because you're been through some stuff, and same as South African. So you'll got that. Like you'll know what's up. Like as Canada's like still like like they scared. Like they still like.
That's so true. That's
you can just say it, bro. Just go ahead and say it. They the B word. They some. Okay.
They some
right,
bitches.
Sorry for our.
They're gonna kick me out.
Shout out Mike and Tracy. I don't mean it.
They're not. They're some savages.
Yeah.
I can see that though. 100%. I can see that. We do have like some weird, almost arrogant confidence, I want to say.
Yeah.
Which is it's abused by some people. But I do get that. Like I can see like the little hop, the little strut, the little like slight cockiness a little bit. I can see that 100%.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess that's what makes Americans like, like I feel that you guys like there is fear. Like I think the media make fear and stuff like that. But I think in general, people are like, they've been through shit. Like you guys have seen shit. You just go around the corner. There's some crazy shit going down. You know what I mean? So I think it's quite lawless in that way. And there's a lot of things that we like Australians wouldn't do that. Americans would do, like, even to like authorities, like law authorities. Like I feel like say that, right, like. Which they have every right to. The shit that was going down, has been going down in the US for like, it's not just recently, like, you know, for so many years, like the shit that goes down, like in Australia, like their march, everyone be so stiff and be like, like, you know, like they scared. They're literally very scared. And like, you know, Australia, like you think that they're a little bit rough and like, Steve Irwin, but they're not. They're literally, they're very petrified people. And we can see that with Corona. And I think actually Australia is definitely like a little petri dish sort of situation. Like it's like I feel it's like a totalitarian sort of agenda sort of that's going on in Australia, because like when Corona first hit, like in Melbourne, like they were going crazy in Melbourne, and like they had the army and stuff walking around and like checking things and then locking down, like I mean, I think they did do that. You guys have army and stuff. I've seen that on TV. Like you got the army, all that kind of shit, right? I feel like yours, like situations were like the heightened level of like crazy, where like it was like like an apartment block where there was quite a few cases of Corona, and there was like army had like been all over the city, and people were like frightened as fuck. You know? It's crazy. And my parents are talking about getting the sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about Corona, but like my parents are talking about getting the vaccine. And I know. And there's no Corona where they are. And they had like, and this is, I don't know if there's some hoax shit or what the fuck is going on in Perth, or in Australia, because there was apparently there was a taxi driver who had gotten he was a taxi driver as well as a worker at a hotel where they house incoming people, like internationally, to come, like where they house them in hotels for them to like recover, or for them to like wait out their quarantine. So this guy was just like there, probably handing the food, like giving key cards, all that kind of stuff. Apparently that's one of his jobs. And his other job was that he was a taxi driver. So, and apparently now he caught Corona. He caught one of the bad variants from the UK, and he was now in Perth doing 2 jobs. And then he was out apparently sick, and he was doing his taxi driving job, and he had gone to all of the damn neighborhoods in Perth, and all the freaking the shops in Perth, and like everyone like was freaked out. And then they shut down the whole city for 5 days, and they extended it for a further 2. And
holy shit!
Just because one dude. Sorry.
Just because one dude.
Just because of one dude, and no one got infected. There was no infections.
You hear when he says that, you know what it sounds like? My bad for cutting you off. It almost sounds like a zombie apocalypse, man. Like, guys, what if that is, you know, like what if like the next disease somebody gets or something turns them into something different? I've been seeing tweets where people were talking about like the COVID vaccine. A lot of people have died from it. I've seen one woman, she literally has like a twitch now. Like she'll be talking and she'll be twitching. I don't know what's in the COVID vaccine. But it's messing people up. But dude, what if we did have a zombie apocalypse? What would you guys do to prepare?
I don't even know how you'd have to prepare for. I don't even know how I would prepare. It'd be like, oh, okay, this is happening. Okay, it's go time now, bro.
I think it's about time to get some ammunition and guns and all that stuff. Be ready just in case. Get a cyber truck, and you know that thing's indestructible. But anyways, we don't went all over the place. So I want to get back to my dude, the main man, Prince Rara. I want to actually ask you, bro, like what do you do to get into that creative flow? Because I was looking at your IG, like you said, you're in the media, you want to live in LA, and you're an artist, and artists get rewarded a lot of money for doing what they do. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's a woman that made 69 million off of making an NFT, which was digital art. You can't take it out of the computer, you can't move it, or like you can't put it on your wall. It's literally for digital only, and people are making millions. So if you're an artist and somebody that creates things, you can get rewarded for it big time. So what do you do to get into that creative flow, and where do you want to go in the next 3 to 5 years with it?
Hey, look, it's interesting, talking about being in your creative flow and trying to grab that and do something with it, and even like actualizing it, that you have that is one thing. And I feel like I had to really delve down in finding what my purpose is. And I think that I'm still trying to find out that journey of what my purpose is. And I think I like to know that, like, we're growing people, like, where like maybe in 5 years my whole scope will change. Like, you guys may change the show up, and it won't be T.O.D anymore, be something else, or anything, like, what I mean. We're forever like the evolution, so I had to really, like, buckle down and see, like, okay, why am I here in Canada? Why have I made that big move? Why am I not where I want to be? And if I am stuck doing the same thing that I have been doing, that has been allowing me not to move, then I will find myself in sludge, and I cannot move forward, and I won't be the person that I want to be. And that could be the person that I was put on earth to be. So even this week, I've actually really had to sit down and be like, okay, what next? Like, how am I going to move next? Like, you know what I mean? So
100%.
yeah, to get really into that, for me, I have to go like a spiritual route. That's how I find out, like, that's what really gets me going. And I have to be like, oh, okay, what is it? Like, oh God, you're going to come through and bless these hands and get me doing something, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I've had some jobs that are like, like I can't be doing those jobs anymore. Like, it's just not me. So I just, if it's just the fact of knowing that I need to be where how can I get to the next level, and actualizing where I want to be and feeling that the energy, then boom, then I'm gonna make something.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so I guess what are you just kind of rolling with it, seeing where you end up, or like, where is your ideal next? I mean, didn't you say LA? I think you said LA, right? You said that's where you want to be.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even answer that part. No, yeah, that's definitely what I want to, like, literally where I want to see myself in 5 years. I want to be like, I want to be a talk show host. I want to be
turn up.
Yeah, I want to be like, I want to be like a good mix of Charlemagne the God, right? Okay, and Louis Theroux. Do you guys know Louis Theroux?
Louis Theroux. That name sounds familiar for some reason.
It's the last name. The last name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's like an English guy, but he's like done heaps of shows. Like he shows pretty much like here in the US, and he, I don't know, he just interviews like people in a very quirky sort of way. Like, he acts like he's just like a random guy off the street trying to just find out more information or whatever. Like, so innocently, yeah. He's really awesome. Like, I just love his tactic, and I really like that from him. And also, and I want to have that, like, that character of T.S. Madison. Like, I want to have like these. I would love to take a piece of these people who I find influential and be able to, as I mentioned before, like with my history, my background history, like people don't know about South Africa. They know like Mandela and I don't know when you say
Yeah,
sharks and
that's true.
Mandela and sharks.
And Elon Musk.
yeah, like that's all. Like, I would love to bring that, to the table and be like, hey, this is what's up. Like, this is where it's at.
Mhm.
So it's, I'm living in LA. I want to be in the Hollywood Hills, Hidden Hills, exactly.
Hey, okay.
Have you been to LA? LA is, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's fun too.
Yeah. I've been quite a few times. Drove a car heaps of times. So I was like, oh, I want to go to Calabasas just to see what it's like. So I just drove to Calabasas.
Did you
Drove
surf?
to Compton. Went to Compton too.
Whoa, what was you doing in Compton? There's nothing
Yeah.
there, dude. Like literally all it, bro. Every time if I think of Compton or if I see a sign of Compton in LA, I'm gone. I'm turning around. That's literally just a place for gangs, violence, and all that other stuff going on, man. Shoot, you know what happened to Nipsey? He got well, it wasn't was it Compton? No, close to Compton. Anyways, Compton is just a no-go for me. I didn't go nowhere near Compton. But what was you doing in Compton, bro? Like,
Yeah, no, I just want to see what's happening. I was like, oh, let me go see the cousins, and I went to Compton. I check out Compton. Yeah, I went to the supermarket. I went to fill up gas, and then I was just walking around. And I didn't walk around too much, but I mean, I looked around, drove around Compton, and then where I went to that Crenshaw. I was in Crenshaw too.
oh, yep,
okay.
that's where Nipsey's from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's from. Yeah, that's where he's from. And then, like, apparently, like, there's a street in Crenshaw when you walk. Sorry, there's some street. I can't remember exactly what avenue, whatever. But like, there's like some gang affiliation. They go if like to initiate someone, they shoot at random people.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dang, they gotta earn their stripes, man.
I was in Crenshaw.
Just
So you
casually
could have been
driving
one of them
past.
random people, man. They could have, because they say bullets ain't got a name on it, so they randomly shooting. And damn, boy, Raw could have been out there, man. Damn. Thank God you're here.
Hey.
So you run a, I guess, radio station, right, out in Montreal. It's called CJLO. Am I correct on that?
Okay, so I've got a show called Know the Culture on CJLO, which is a community station.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess how does that all run? I mean, I guess how did you get into running your own show? Because that's pretty awesome. Like, I mean, we're happy with doing this. I mean, it's super fun. But like, how did you get into running your own show? I guess what is on your show called Know the Culture?
Yeah. Okay, so I definitely okay. Let me just go back just a little bit. I don't want to like over talk, but anyway, like Perth, dry. Yeah, just get the picture. Perth is dry, not diverse, boring. So I moved to Canada, right?
Yep.
There's
100%.
no music. There's no like hip hop like radio stations in Australia. Like if they do it, it's like after dark between like 9 p.m. to like 12 p.m. or something like that, like on a Saturday night. So like, you know what I mean? So there's no diversity there. So I came to Montreal, and I obviously, like, coming to North America, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that. But I didn't get that in Montreal. There's no hip hop radio station here, and it's so fucking French that
So fucking French.
it's so fucking French. Honestly, it's so fucking French. And like, I feel just as isolated as I was in Perth here in Montreal. And here they got the biggest, like North America, like the biggest like English speaking population, but I'm stuck in the French side of the, like, how the hell did that happen? Like, I'm like, God, where, how, Sway? Like, for real, like, how did that happen? Because why, so I was like, look, I'm going to go on CJLO. Like, I needed the opportunity to like be able to, like, I don't know, have a
Express
hip-hop
yourself.
show.
Yeah. Express yourself. Do what you want to do.
Exactly. And then I was like, okay, let me do that. And then CJLO came up, and then boom, I'm on CJLO. And now I'm trying to expand into having my own station called Know the Culture, that will have like its own music mix weekly or monthly. And also I will have shows on there as well.
Awesome.
And yeah, and that'll be dedicated for like BIPOC and also LGBTQ AATT plus everything, because I fit both those categories. So I'm cool. I can speak about all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I guess, like, I mean, in a sense, I don't know why you would want to move, because, like, like, you're finding something that isn't in Montreal, right? And you're aiming, at least it sounds like you're aiming to establish it and have your own station. So, like, why, if you're pushing for that, why would you move to LA where there's a
so
bunch of
much.
a bunch of content? I mean, yeah, LA is like the place to be, but, like, why not know the culture in Montreal where there isn't content like that? You know what I'm asking? I'm just being devil advocate for the show, so we can keep the conversation rolling.
Look, yeah, but I don't want to live in Montreal. It's
Yeah,
cold.
I guess I was gonna say, yeah. It comes down to, like, not wanting to live there then, I guess, too. So
Yeah, look, it's great. It's great for the community, and the thing is that the music, like, it's an untapped market in terms of music. There's a lot of wicked artists out here that are bilingual, and I think that's really awesome. And the thing is that I don't know if the world has heard all of that. You know what I mean? So, and especially, like, we're New York's down the road, Toronto's down the road, but, like, we're just stuck here in this, like, little French pot, like, you know what I mean? So I think that maybe my purpose is to learn French fully and help these French artists. I don't know, but hey, we'll see what happens.
So if you wanted to move, like, how easy would it be to take your whole radio show and move it with you? Like, how would that transfer be?
Well, well, thanks to the pandemic, I could get paid anywhere. So
that's very true. Very true.
Facts. Made money off my phone today. But anyway,
it's a great reset, they said. So hey.
But I guess, like, let's say you're wanting to move to LA, right? And you take your radio station with you. Would you have to find someone to host that? Or I guess I don't really know how radio stations work to, like, establish your own radio station. So
Yeah.
could you? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No. Well, basically, for online radio, you can find a host, like a server, pretty much like a server, like will communicate your sound to the web.
So you're running this online, not through, like, a local radio.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, terrestrial. Oh no. Oh, terrestrial radio. That's like a whole nother. I don't have money for terrestrial. Oh no. This is like, yeah, online radio. Yeah. But I'm kind of noticing that, like, that maybe that online radio, like that static webcasting is out of date. And just your typical web streaming is where it needs to be. So, like, in terms of, because a lot of Clubhouse conversations I've been a part of, and, they're saying jump on Twitch, jump on TikTok, all this kind of stuff. So I think it could be changing that whole market for radio. So I have to adapt if I want to. Wherever I go, I have to adapt. So I think adapting is me being able to find a platform that I can use, I can utilize wherever I go. Because terrestrial radios, I'm just going to be stagnant. Like, then I'm definitely stuck in Montreal.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I guess that's where the confusion was. It's like where I'm from, and I don't know if this where Marselis is from. It's similar, but, like, the radio that I listen to, I guess the radio is like local stations. Like, that's what I think is radio. So, like, there's like for music, there's like two stations for, like, I guess, hits music, and then the other ones are like country and stuff. Like, so, like, that's what I thought of when I was thinking radio. So I right over my head when you're talking about this. So that was good clarification. Now I understand a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll be real. I do not listen to the radio. If the radio was on, I'm like, all right, look, let me go ahead and get an aux cord, USB, plug that thing up, iTunes all the way. I got a playlist. I'm gonna play exactly the songs I like, because The radio was going to play all this extra stuff, and then you have those commercials in the middle when they want to sell you some stuff. Yeah, right on down here to this Marley Smoke Shop and pick you up a whole pack of cigarettes. Blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear some good tunes, some good music, so I can ride to and get to where I want to go. So I say, man, honestly, I think radio is pretty dead unless you're just like maybe an old school person, somebody that don't want to have iTunes, you want to be cheap. I don't know, but I feel like it's starting to die slowly. Maybe that's just my opinion, but podcast is where it's at, and streaming and what we're doing now. So yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I believe as well. And that's why I've had to really like look back and be like, okay, well, what is happening? What should I be attacking so then I can be relevant? You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. So I mean, like I look to like the stations that I like the most and who are like trend setting is like stations like Falcons and stations like Selection. I don't know if you guys know Joey K's Selection.
Nope.
Okay. It's like a lot of future beats. I don't know if you guys know like K Tronada.
Man, there's so much stuff out there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Well. Yeah. Like just this more of like a. Yeah, like a vibe, like a curated music vibe, like because like you say that you just say like you rather listen to your aux chord and listen to that like whatever music you've got, like you've curated the music yourself. I also love that, so I want to listen to what I want to listen to as well. So what I like about this sort of situation with like say like a Selection or whoever else, I can't remember some of the. There's another guy in England somewhere, but he's a wicked station. But like it's curated to those types of people because they found a niche and they like it, and it's gone somewhere. So it's about finding the niche. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you guys in America say the niche.
I say niche. I want to point that out.
Oh, okay.
I say niche.
I say niche. I used to say niche. But now I say niche because it sounds more like, I don't know, I like that the way it just goes off the mouth, like niche. Hey,
okay, well, I'm going to go back into other podcasts and see if you're saying niche or niche.
Oh, man, don't do that. Don't expose me on the internet. No, man, look, we've almost hit that hour mark. Also, I remember you saying like how like in the future, like you guys may have a show or something. Yes, bro. Like I see us having a studio. We're doing a podcast in there, and also maybe even vlogging like us in our headquarters or on trips, whatever. Like I feel like as the years go on, I feel like we're gonna hire somebody that can film us and we can really show our personality and stuff because we have an editor right now, and she was like, you guys don't never really talk about yourself in your podcast. Like does the guest or the people that listen really even truly know you guys? So yeah, it's gonna get better from here, man. We're gonna be like Robin Big or like I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our own sauce. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Prince, for hopping on. My man, you gave us a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I am satisfied. It's basically like when you go to a restaurant, you get an appetizer, you get the full meal, you get the dessert. We got it all, man. Hey. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting you. I mean, like I said before, I knew this one was gonna be a good one. You just seemed like an open and really energetic and outgoing person. So I knew this was gonna be a good one. I was anticipating it. So I'm really thankful that you're able to hop on. I know from when we initially scheduled it to now was a while, so I do appreciate that you stuck it in your schedule and I guess stuck with it. So yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for coming on.
For sure, man. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. And all the best for all your platforms that you guys are working on. And I see you guys out here and I think it's absolutely amazing. And you guys have been innovative in such like a hectic time and, nothing is stopping you guys. And I think that's absolutely amazing. And like just seeing what you guys are doing is inspiring for me. And, there's so many people that need to see this type of thing. Like, honestly, it's absolutely amazing. Like, trust me, it's so good. And I think even though as much as we hate like what is happening around us or whatever, but I mean, look how many like opportunities that we've been able to create for ourselves. And like, hey, we probably needed this push. We probably needed this to happen to us.
So true. That is so true.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm so thankful. Thank you guys so much, man. And hey, let me know what's up. I want to come back on.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
100%.
turn up.
100%. Yes, man.
Plug myself.
I was just gonna ask you, yeah, if you would be open to that, but now I know. But anyways, again, thank you for coming on. But this has been episode 25, guys. Thank you for coming and listening. Again, all of Ra's links will be down below. You can connect with him. I know if you go out and ask him questions, I know he'd be more than open to respond to those questions. But yeah, again, Ra, thanks for coming on. This has been episode 25, and we will see you guys, I guess, next time.